You can make $750,000 per hour from the McKenzie hangar by doing the Titan job as a beginner, and if you do it this week, you will make $1 million if you play on normal and $1.5 million if you do it on hard in just an hour. In this guide, I will show you everything about the Titan job, and I will also show you how to complete the criminal career. While being in an invite-only session, first thing you need to do is to go to Maze Bank Foreclosure's website and look for the McKenzie hangar. It is different from a usual hangar, but don't worry, as you don't really need to know anything about a regular hangar for this DLC. The hangar will cost you $1.4 million, and if you don't have the money, take a look at my beginner's guide where I made $10 million in just 6 days as a level 1. You also need to have sticky bombs and other explosives along with a sniper and the special carbine. Once you buy the hangar, make your way towards it and a cutscene will begin. You will be introduced to Oscar Guzman, and he is the same Oscar from story mode who worked beside Trevor previously. Anyway, the cutscene will show you everything about the hangar, and while it plays, let me explain the heist. The Titan job has 6 missions. The first one is an intro mission, and after that 4 setup missions and the finale. In our very first run, we will do all of the optional objectives and the heist will be played on normal difficulty. After the first run, we will never do the optional objectives ever again unless you want the small amount of money from them. Secondly, we will also use no snacks or armor as there is a career objective behind it. And thirdly, on the second run, when this heist can be played on hard difficulty, we will go for the under 1 hour challenge where we have to finish all 6 of these missions in under an hour. After the cutscene ends, you will spawn at this computer. Here, we will start the Oscar Guzman Flies Again as a CEO or VIP. In the first mission up and running, take this bike and keep following the GPS. Make sure you have sticky bombs equipped and follow the route I am taking. Once you are on top of the hill, you will need to blow up the transmission tower and a cougar will spawn. So make sure to blow up the tower and kill the cougar as fast as you can without getting out of the bike. Once that is done, follow the route I am taking to go down the hill and be very careful. Once you reach the road, you will need to go after the flying plane, and I recommend to shoot it with the heavy revolver as it can deal a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. But if you don't have it, any weapon will work. After a short while, enemies will spawn and you should honestly ignore them like me and keep shooting the plane as they don't do a lot of damage. After a while, you will collect the 4th cargo and the game will tell you to go to a yellow drop-off. Once handed over, simply get away and the cargo will be destroyed, but don't worry as the mission will be completed. After that, make sure your spawn point is selected to be the McKenzie hangar and change to an invite-only session so that you will be teleported to the hangar. Now, we will play the setup for Mogul. We will need to steal 2 Moguls in this mission, but don't worry as they are really not that difficult. Take the Vellum that spawns at the airstrip and make your way towards the yellow dot. You should keep your landing gears out as you will need it. Once you get close to the point, you will see 2 helicopters flying away. Slowly land the plane on the mountain and make your way towards the Mogul on foot as we don't want to break the stealth at this point. Once you get close, kill the guards that I kill and just jump in the Mogul as the stealth will always break after entering the Mogul anyway. After that, you should be able to take off without dying or taking too much damage. Once you're in the air, a couple of jets will be after you, and at this point, keep spamming flares, which the game will tell you about as well. Flares will make the homing missiles redirect and not hit the mogul. While doing that, make your way towards Oscar on the map, who will then destroy the jets going after you. While flying in his range, make sure you stay there as long as possible until he destroys the jets. After that, you will need to go after a couple of bases and destroy them. Press 2 on your keyboard to open up the bombing tray and then hold the spacebar for carpet bombing. You want to hold space a bit early so that by the time you hit the marker, one of the bombs will surely hit the target. It will require a bit of practice, but it's not that difficult. Also, make sure to always have your landing gear on so that when you get close to the ground, you won't take damage and ignore all the choppers trying to go after you. Once they're all destroyed, make sure to line the mogul up like I am, as you can land it properly at the hangar. Once you land it, if the Vellum spawns again, take it and fly to the mountain, but if it didn't spawn, then use your own vehicle to get to the yellow point. This time, I recommend you kill as many enemies as possible because they're going to be alerted. Once the nearby enemies are dead, steal the other mogul, and again, make sure to keep in mind that you will need to land this thing properly. Once you get both moguls, open up your phone and select the message app and confirm both of the moguls to end the mission. On the next setup, Intel, there are no optional objectives at all. Take one of the quad bikes and make your way towards the drone station. Use the keycard you are given to unlock the station and get in. Once inside, press the cover key so your character moves much faster and use any of the console. After you get the drone, all you have to do is go to any of the server and simply stay close while looking at them. The drones are fragile, so make sure you're delicate with them. If there is a guard in front of you, simply headshot them and your stealth will not be broken. Once all 4 servers are hacked, get out of the drone cam and exit the station. Now, you will need to go to a second point, and once you reach it, maintain your stealth by taking your enemies out from far away like I am. Take the diving gear from here and keep making your way down until you find this dinghy. Now take it and get to the shipwreck. I recommend you stop the dinghy at the middle of the search point and you will see why shortly. Now get out of the dinghy and go underwater while searching for 4 cargoes. I will show you the location for all 4 on the screen for your assistance, but after a while, you will memorize these locations like no big deal. They will blink in red, and if you discover one by going close to them, they will also show up on the mini-map. After you are done collecting 4 cargoes, make your way towards the shore and you should remember where your dinghy was parked, as we parked it at the middle of the search point. As you can see, I easily found my dinghy, and now I will make my way back to where I came from without getting seen by the enemies around us. Once you reach back, be careful as there are enemies waiting for you and they are hostile. Kill them by headshotting consistently and take one of their cars to make an escape, and just like that, another setup is done. Next up is Iron Mule. This is by far the longest setup mission out of all because there are a total of 5 objectives you need to complete, and using a trick you can do them in 4 trips instead of 5. Take any one of the 4 dune buggies and head for the weapon testing site. Once you get there, just follow exactly what I do and kill the enemies using the suppressed sniper. Make sure to kill as many enemies as you can and kill the shooter on the insurgent as soon as you can, but leave the NPCs in white lab coats alive, as they will come in handy later. Don't destroy any of the explosives, as they will also be useful later. Keep clearing enemies and putting these jammers on the green points, making sure that the jammer close to the insurgent is the last one. And before the last jammer, you should get rid of the dead shooter on top of the insurgent first, then plant the last jammer. Because as soon as you plant the last jammer, 2 choppers will spawn and go back to the top of the insurgent immediately. Blow up the choppers and destroy every explosives around you and kill the NPCs in white coats as well. Because you did what I told you to do, you will notice that the meter to cause havoc will go up in no time. But if you blow up everything before this phase, then it would take you a long time to get over this stage of the mission. Once that is done, 4 iron mules will come to the side and you will need to use the jammer to make them drop. At this moment, go for the iron mule that is the closest to you and make sure to kill enemies around you before taking off. While we're making it back to the hangar, let me explain a common bug that can happen in this mission. Sometimes when you try to get into one of those iron mules, you will always get in the passenger side instead of the driver's seat. If that happens, use the insurgent to ram into the iron mule that is causing that problem from its current position, which will fix the bug for you. Which is why I recommend you keeping the insurgent at the site until you are on the last iron mule. When you get to the hangar, take another dune buggy and go for the site again. Because I didn't face that hangar side bug, I took my second iron mule and grabbed the insurgent with it too on my way, saving me an additional trip. Now do the same thing for the other iron mules while killing enemies around them, so you will be safe and get all iron mules just like that. Once done, confirm everything to Oscar via the text and the mission is finally complete. Last setup is ammunition, and it is the easiest and shortest one out of all. First, get in the Vellum with Oscar and make sure to sit in this exact seat that I am choosing. After that, the game will fast travel towards the docks where you have to land, and once you are close, simply jump out of the plane and land near the iron mules like me. Now, get in the iron mule and ignore the red pickups as they are completely useless and make your way towards the yellow point. You need to steal 4 things and always start from the very right like I do. Carefully position yourself to take the crate you need and fly towards the drop-off point. If you take a wrong one, simply hold B to drop that and pick up the right crate again. If you're efficient enough like me, you should get almost 3 crates before the alarm bells. But don't worry, as it's very easy to take care of it. On my 3rd crate, the backup was called, and as you can see, I flew low towards the ground as that makes it impossible for the enemies to blow my iron mule. However, once you drop the 3rd crate, switch to another mule as this one will most likely be very damaged by this point. And then, instead of going for the last crate while facing those enemy choppers, simply land here and kill the pilots with the sniper. I know it's very difficult to see them, but shoot at their general position and you should be able to kill each pilot in 2 shots unless you get extremely lucky and get them in 1 due to a headshot. Once both of those are taken out, now go there and take the last crate, but make sure to fly low to the ground on your way to the drop-off. Towards this bridge, you might need to fly high, but immediately get low once you pass the bridge and drop the last crate off for the final setup completion. At last, we are in the finale, the Titan job. Once you start the heist, collect the homing launcher and the free ammunition that you stole. Make sure to grab the armor after that too, as that will give you a lot of HP, and then get on the turret of the Black Mogul. Fun fact, if you destroy these canisters, Oscar will actually be annoyed. Now Oscar will start flying towards the Titan, and once you are there, take out the choppers around it first, then keep shooting the Titan non-stop. While you are doing that, jets and missiles from a submarine will be coming after you along with additional choppers here and there. Destroy them when they're after you, but keep your focus on the Titan as the Black Mogul can take a lot of damage before being destroyed. Once you deal enough damage, it will start to come down when it gets very close to land. Once you deal enough damage, it will start to come down, and when it gets very close to the land, jump out of the Mogul and land near the Titan as quickly as possible. Once you land, immediately kill every enemy around you, making your way towards the destroyed engine. Once you take care of the enemies around, fix the engine by interacting with it and pressing the button combinations the game tells you to press. If you're fast enough, you can get them right before the enemies get a chance to shoot you. But if you can't, stop it and kill the enemies near you and continue to fix it. Once it's done, you have to wait for Oscar during this time. You can simply sit inside this insurgent if you want to, or be like me and kill enemies around and the pilot of the chopper that is coming after you as well. Once you wait enough, Oscar will drop the ammunition for the Titan. Now get towards the ammunition, killing every enemy around you, and start loading them up immediately. Ignore any enemies getting close and load them up as fast as you can. But if the enemies actually start to shoot, stop it and kill them before continuing. If you're fast enough, you can also do this way before any enemy ever gets to you. Once you are done, don't waste any time and get in the Titan quickly. Now is where the challenging part for beginners begin. You have to take down a couple of targets using this Titan, but you are solo, which is why you can only use the gun on the left to fire the cannons. For the first couple of targets, line your Titan with this road right here and make sure you're flying close to the ground. Then go to your firing cam and shoot both of the targets and reload. Make sure you don't forget to reload, as not reloading will cost you a lot of time. Once those two are taken out, you will need to take out the submarine. Again, fly low and make sure the submarine is on your lower left. When you get close to it, keep the Titan steady and start firing at the submarine. It will take more than 5 hits to destroy it, so fire all 5, and when the reloading is done, make sure to get the last hit as quick as you can. If you are fast enough, you can take the submarine down in only one sweep. After the submarine, you have your last targets, which is the train, so make sure you are reloaded. For the train, follow my route and fly above the turbines. Once you get close and the train is on your bottom left, shoot the engine of the train to make it stop first, and then shoot for the other targets. You will need to do another sweep, so do what I do when you are close to the train and in position, destroy the rest of the targets. Once it's done, Oscar will tell you to bring the Titan back to the McKenzie hangar. At this stage, fly straight to the hangar as a cutscene will show you landing, so you don't actually have to line up the Titan this time. Because of double money, I got over 1 million, which also included the bonus objectives. After your first run, there is a cooldown of 48 minutes in real life to play this again. And because we did this without any use of snacks or armor, we got another career tier done. Now that you have completed this heist once and got everything on your first run, you will always enjoy the benefits of the additional objectives without needing to go for them ever again, except for the money. You will also unlock hard mode, which will pay $750,000 instead of $500,000 on normal. But I have double money, so I made over $1.5 million. We will also go for the under 60 minutes challenge on this run. On your second setup, select the difficulty and change it to hard, which will be highlighted in red. Once that begins, do the intro mission up and running exactly the same way. To save time, after completing each mission, make sure that your spawn is set to the McKenzie hangar and change to an invite-only lobby. From now on, we will only get the essential objectives from these setups, which is only one mogul in the setup for mogul, only one iron mule and no insurgent, and lastly, only the Titan 250D ammunition crate. Don't underestimate your abilities, because I died once while doing this challenge when I was trying to steal one of the moguls and I still got it done under 60 minutes. At this stage, make sure to use any snacks if you want to, as we have already finished the no snacks challenge before. Once you're done with it all, you will make the money and spawn back in free mode. After waiting a few seconds, the game will tell you that you have completed the under 60 minutes challenge. As you can see, there is one last challenge that you have to complete, which is to make $5 million from this heist, which means you simply have to grind it on hard, and from now on, never get the secondary objectives ever again to keep making as much money as fast possible. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and please become a member if my content helped you out. Shout out to D7Man2000 for being a loyal member of this channel. For more GTA Online guides and challenges, stay tuned, and I will see you on the next video. Perfect Enrager signing out.